I'm Jennifer Thompson, and this is another episode of Thompson's Gym. This time we're actually getting a deadlift workout. We have our heavy workout week this week, so we do 3 reps with the heaviest we can for 3, and then we do a set of 5 that's 95% of the 3, and then we do a set of 7, which is 85% of the beginning 3 weight that we started. Then we're also getting in some rack pulls from below the knees, some pull downs for the back, and some curls for the biceps. And we have a few late offenders showing up to the workout late that we give a hard time to. We have a few good stories going on, and I do a quick deadlift tutorial for you at the end.
So did you guys hear that did you read my text? I got bullied in the gym.
But the person on
she was really mean. Like, I guess people are just mean because she was really mean.
What did she say?
Like, she was giving me the nastiest.
Was she the gym girl? Like, see, every gym's got the gym girl.
She might have been.
Who everyone stares at.
She's
the gym girl.
Squatting and she was like close. Like, giving me awful looks.
You want my squatter?
I told them to bullying me.
She kept giving shit at people.
See, that's the gym girl.
Yeah,
see, the gym girl, there's always one girl in there who looks the best, is the most muscular.
She was making me, but she was giving shit.
She was rolling her eyes and looking at her boyfriend.
She looked at her
across the
boyfriend
gym
one time and goes,
we would go in and her and she would roll her eyes.
I guess we're just, but we're just different. So.
No, there's always one gym girl. They don't like when another girl who's muscular or might be looked at comes in their gym.
She wasn't muscular at all.
She wasn't, she wasn't muscular.
It doesn't, apparently. Jen went into a gym one time and the gym girl was in there squatting 95 pounds.
Gym girl.
And Jen was benching. Well, the gym girl's guy who was spotting her came up and talked to Jen after she was.
Oh no!
After she benched. It was like, I've never seen anything like that, which really made her mad. So she squatted 95. And back then we did bench and arms, so we did bis and tris together, back and forth. So we had to do curls, and Jen goes up to the girl on the squat machine, on the squat rack, 95 pounds on it, said, are you done with that? She's like, yeah. She goes, you want me to take the weights off? She goes, no, I got it. And she picked it up like this, and then started curling it.
Nice.
But the girl was just squatting.
Shut the hell up.
She stomped off into the locker room. She's so mad. So if you're done with that, she's like, you want me to take the weights off? She goes, no, I got it. She just goes, like this. Then stands and starts curling when she was squatting.
I was getting bullied, that's
for sure. You gotta squat me on shoulders.
What are you doing after this?
Yeah, he's like right out. Back away from me. Just give me the dumbbell.
Stand back to the bar.
Oh! There's your warm-ups ready.
Did you come straight from going out?
Is that what you're wearing?
Yeah, I had been
That's
home.
awesome.
Went out last night.
Listen, hey.
The same clothes you had on last night?
Also coffee wrinkled.
Like they were in a corner all night.
Or you were, either one.
Barbara said that she was in a gym and some dude came up and asked her to spot for him. There it is.
There we go.
Oh, come on, bring it!
Blue jean jacket and going.
Country biker lifted.
Country biker lifted. Get that one. Get that one. Hurry before she sets it down. Look at that form.
Gosh.
This is going on Instagram.
Oh, Lord.
We're at quarters.
What do you think, honey?
Look at everybody coming in all dressed up.
Put that off, the show's gotta go now.
Forgot to wear my Jesus
She'll
sandals.
wear those shoes.
Get your warm up.
They're flat as hell. She's good.
Get your Jesus sandals warm up.
Jesus sandal time.
What happens when you miss your warm ups? You got to lift in whatever you show in. Jesus sandals.
And jeans. Go.
Big old thick FB boots.
big heavy boots. You got your hooker boots on this morning.
New gym code at Thompson Gym.
Gotta wear hooker boots. I'll wear a pair. And we'll get a pair of man Uggs like Tom Brady.
She's got squat boots that are
Tom Brady's a sponsor of man Uggs.
You can't.
She's got hooker squat shoes. She's got the hooker squat. She's up to here.
It's okay.
Yes, I do.
Just see her wear it.
Oh yeah, that's great
You
too.
bust those out there like what the hell?
Bust right out of it. Do the, who was it, Chris Farley?
Yeah, where you reach the code.
Fat guy.
Fat guy.
Don't do it.
That guy in a little coat. That guy in a little coat.
Don't.
That guy in a little coat. That guy in a little coat.
Take it off, dickhead. I'm serious.
Richard, what's happening? Oh.
That's Ryan Carrillo on a regular bench. You ever seen Ryan Carrillo? He's the biggest Mexican in the world.
Yeah, you told me he's freaking.
He's 6'7", like 350. Mexican.
So you start carrying like a weight around in that hand, like constantly. It'll just sort of.
Drag it down. Hey, point for us though. That'd be even better. I love when you point. That shit is crooked as hell. Where you pointing at?
You want me to go around the corner?
You gotta go around. You don't have to say around.
Over there.
Just say around. Just point straight. Say around the corner.
Down the street and to the left. Is that what you're saying?
Round yonder. That's what.
That's going up now. Her fingers like this.
I knew a guy in high school who had a crooked appendage.
All mine are crooked.
It was a different appendage, but
It was crooked.
it was crooked. Kind of off to the right.
How did you know that?
Damn, that's what
Yeah, how
happens
did
if
you
you
know
tore
that?
up.
Worrisome. So, Manny's got double jointed fingers and Hannah's got double jointed arms.
Parents.
Oh, that's right.
I don't even have single
You should
joints.
go watch this video. She's able to take her hands.
It's a little funny. I mean, honestly though, if you went to a game, I don't think anyone would notice, but still.
You don't think at a Florida State game that they would notice that that's not Florida State?
I mean, they would, but at least they'd appreciate the effort.
The effort.
Because what you're saying is every Indian's the same. It's like the most racist comment in the
What?
world.
No one said that. First of all, they're not even Indians, they're Native Americans, okay?
Oh, he's gonna get correct now.
Yeah, PC.
Yo, PC isn't they all are the same. They all look alike. They'd appreciate the effort. That's the Baxter way.
Double
And
clips.
then you take a picture of
That's
it.
loading weight.
Especially if this plate sucks on there.
That's loading weight the Baxter way. They loaded that way because it's the southern hemisphere. Gravitational pulls opposite.
That makes sense. Really? Then I think we'd be going up.
Yeah.
The way would be easy.
Come on, man. Look up there, big guy. Fall on the floor. You fall backward, just stay like this. Fall backward and lay on the floor and do crunches. I didn't mean to do that.
So most of you know me for my bench press, but I actually have a pretty decent deadlift as well. I'm a sumo deadlifter, and I've won the deadlift event at the Raw Classic Worlds the last few years. One of the things is I like to wear the wrestling shoes. They're flat to the ground, but I like to push out with my feet so they give me support on the outside of my feet opposed to the deadlift slippers. They don't have any side support. So I always wear my deadlift shoes, a good belt when I hit heavy weights. And you may have noticed in the video that when we were doing our 3 reps of 3, 5, and 7, some people would tap them, and then I like to stop and restart each rep. It's definitely much harder to do that, and you can't do quite as much weight. But one of the reasons I like to do that is it keeps me practicing getting back to my position and really practicing the pressure that I need to create in order to get the bar to leave the floor. I find that when I tap it, I get a little bit lazy and I get a little bit rushed. And so even though I can't do quite as much weight as tapping it, I feel like I get a little bit more out of it by stopping and restarting each rep. So everyone's a little bit different, but I put my feet nice and wide, almost to the end of the plate. I always start with my shins straight on the bar. One of the big things with deadlifting is you don't want to squat when you deadlift. You want to sort of lean back and pull and make sure that your shoulders are the first thing to move from the ground. Often people make the mistake of going down and then kind of butt up and then shoulders up, sort of like a 2-piece deadlift. One of the things I really concentrate on is when I look in the mirror, I make sure that my shoulders are going to be the first thing to move. So I get my deep breath, and most people need some sort of cadence or some sort of 1, 2, 3 to get started. And so I take a huge breath, and I don't squat back, I just sort of rock back so that my arms are straight up. And I take a huge breath, and I wait a minute, because when I take that huge breath, I'm really pushing it down against my belt, building pressure before I pop it up. So I go an over, under, straight down from my shoulders. I take a huge breath. And then I restart. Take a huge breath, and then I kind of make my arms long. And if you watch my hips, when I go back, I'm not squatting down more. I'm just basically going back on my heels so that my arms are straight, and then really pulling up straight from my shoulders. So the angle between your shoulders and your hips is very important. Those are just a few tips.